Hi, this is Kim White with the My Sexy Business team. I am so excited about this morning. I know for some of you it's early, some of you it's late, but we have an amazing guest on to this morning. For us, it's morning, who is going to be talking about something really, really important. You know, we help people create sexy businesses for sexy lives. We don't believe in making a job. When you leave your job and you make another job, that's not a sexy life. A sexy life is one where you get to do a lot of things that you want to do and you get enough rest. This whole interview is going to be about, are you having trouble sleeping? Because that is a huge problem, especially here in the US. I don't know other places, but I know here it is a huge problem. So I am so excited to bring to you the meditation dojo himself, Mr. Michael Atma. He's got a rap sheet that is a mile long where he's done all kinds of amazing things. Michael, welcome to the My Sexy Business team.
Thank you, Kim, and it's wonderful to be back on your show. It's always a delight and a real pleasure.
Oh, thank you. We are excited that you care so much about other people. You know, I believe that serving is super sexy. And the way that you serve people is amazing because there are so many people that really don't know how to rest. They don't know how to get good sleep. And, you know, a lot of times the norm is to pop some pills from the doctor, and that doesn't do anything except set you up for a terrible cycle. And so I would love for you to talk about, like, why you even care if people are sleeping.
Yeah, look, that's a great question. It started for me, and I know on a couple of shows ago, I spoke about when I was going through anxiety and panic attacks and a lot of stress in my life. And at that same time, I actually started to develop insomnia. So insomnia simply means not sleeping, well, sleeping for 2 or 3 hours a night, if that. So some nights I would just sit literally on the floor rocking, trying to go to sleep and just driving myself crazy in my head because I couldn't go to sleep. And it was always, for me, it was about worry. I was always worried about, because I had no money. I was about to get kicked out of where I was living. So it kind of started there. And then as I started to work on healing myself and getting my life back on track and helping, to deal with my anxiety and finding methods and strategies that I could cope a lot better naturally with those things, I also had to research insomnia and I had to research sleep because I desperately needed sleep. I was losing weight. My health was not good at all. And yeah, I had no energy. My mind wasn't working properly and I was always worried about the future. And I realized after a lot of research that I was doing, a lot of the research was saying to me that, sleep helps with a lot of these things. It helps to clear your mind. It helps to balance your body out. It helps to recharge you and rejuvenate you. And if you're not getting the right amount of rest, how can you possibly have clarity about things in your life and what you're supposed to do and be resourceful enough then to take action on those things because you don't even have the willpower. In a sense, my brain was foggy all the time. And, I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, really. And so I started to research and talk to people and go to seminars and read books and learn about sleep and learn about meditation and learn about all these other ways of helping the mind and body to relax and get my life back on track. And yeah, that took me on a big journey. And that's why it matters to me, because I know what it feels like to basically sit up all night gazing at the ceiling, that creates this anxiety in itself. When you go to bed and you're lying there 2 or 3 hours later still looking at the ceiling, and the frustration for me was I would get frustrated. I want to go to sleep, and then your mind goes into this cycle. It's like a loop where now you're feeding your frustration. Now, I was feeding my frustration, and I'm even further away from sleep because that anxiety now around not sleeping and how I'm going to feel the next day compounds. And then, the thing is now, as I've learned over the years and all my studies and research and what I now know works with sleep for everybody, these are proven strategies, scientifically proven, that actually work. Now what I know is that we've really got to take control of 4 key areas of our life. And those 4 key areas are Well, there's really two, but I break them down to four. It's our brain and our mind, or what I call the neuroscience of sleep. Then we've got our body and our physiology, which is our physiology and our biology. And that's where we need to move our body, and what we do with our body diet-wise, what we do with our body, even fluids and supplements that we take. So it's looking at what we eat and drink. And then, there's a couple of other areas, such as our outer environment, and our outer environment has a massive impact on our, quality of sleep, which then has an impact on our quality of life. And lastly, it's about the stress and how stress impacts us internally and also physiologically and then mentally as well. So, that's what drove me to understand those things, was to help myself. And once I worked on those areas and once I understood the formula, then it all made sense. And then it started to clear, and then I started to sleep better, including if I woke up during the night, I was able to get back to sleep, which is a big one for a lot of people, I know.
Yes. Well, and I will say this, I appreciate the fact that you have done all this research and you have broken it down for others in such a simple way. I always say that it has to be like in princess language, or it has to be, simple, because we're all so busy that I will just be honest, I won't follow it if it's complicated.
Yeah.
And so I think it's an amazing gift. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
That you are giving people to be able to sleep and not do some big complicated ritual that takes, 2 hours to perform to get there. I think that's an important part. And I can't stand it. I am just too excited about it. But you actually have a challenge coming up, where you are helping people in how much time?
5 days.
In 5 days, and in 5 days it will change. But how much time does it take? What you're going to tell them to do?
Okay. Yes, so time-wise, I'm sending out an email every day as part of the challenge, and then there's a Facebook Live. So the Facebook Lives go for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then there's Q&A time. So literally if people can give themselves 20 minutes a day to get their sleep habits and sleep patterns back on track, that's enough. And when I say 20 minutes, that's just to learn. That's just to listen and get those strategies that I'm going to share. There's seven powerful strategies. I know there's only 5 days, but I'm going to chuck a couple in at one time, because some of them are really simple. But those 7 strategies, they take minutes to learn, seconds to apply. And it's really just about starting up what I call new sleep habits, or successful sleep habits. And they're so easy. Everything I do, my catchphrase is, it's simple, it's easy, it's fun. Because if you're not having fun when you're making changes in your life, you're probably not going to do it. Why would you want to? So it's simple, easy, fun. I did all the hard work. I took me 6 months of really pounding myself and go, this stuff's just so complicated. I went into the science and the biology and all the hormones and how the brain talks to the body, and, and also the fluid around the brain and how it's got this, blah, 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 blah. So I went deep. I dove deep into all that. I probably could have studied neuroscience at the end of it. But I did all that work so that other people don't. That's why I do what I do. I go and do all this work on myself, and then I break it down into little tiny baby simple steps that anyone can do, because otherwise people aren't going to do it, and then they're going to miss out on what this stuff can do for people. It's so simple. One thing, if I guarantee you, just one strategy that I share, just one can change people's entire sleep habits and sleep patterns and sleep cycles. Just one. Some will be lucky enough that one will do it. Some will have to do 5 or 6 or 7. But I tell you, that's why I'm giving 7, because some will need all, some will need maybe 1 or 2.
I just think it's such a blessing, because, you have broken it down. You're such an expert in this field. And, I'm excited. I'm going to be in the challenge. I've already signed up. I have several of our team members that have signed up, because we want to participate. And I will be honest, I sleep fine now, but I also know that what you're talking about will make me sleep even better. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited but there was a time in my life when I didn't sleep well, and it was from worry. It was from, I could not turn my mind off.
Yeah.
and I could not get settled down. But I went through a series of things to change that. But if someone's out there and they're having trouble and they can, in less than 2 hours, we take all kinds of college courses and we do all kinds of things for something a whole lot less important than sleep.
Yeah.
And the sleep is vital. If we do not get enough sleep, I think, and I've shared with you, I do not shop online at night because when I get tired, I make silly purchases. I make bad decisions when I get tired. I'm an early morning girl and I love to get up early, but when it comes to evening, I am not the right flavor for anyone who wants to stay up late because I just can't. But I think that knowing that was very important for me.
Yes.
Knowing how much sleep impacts me all day long.
Yep.
And I don't want to sleep my life away. You're not talking about people sleeping, a bazillion extra hours. You're talking about sleeping really well in the time that they have to sleep.
Yeah, and during the challenge, I also want to encourage people to look at their beliefs around sleep, because I think today we're being kind of conditioned to get this idea that sleep is a waste of time because there's so much to do. And, when you're sleeping, you're not being productive. But all the research and studies that I've done, and I'm still doing that, every day I'm looking at something else around it. All the studies are saying that you are actually more productive with less effort when your brain is on fire, when your mind is clear, when you're refreshed and rested, because that's what sleep is meant to do. Sleep has become unnatural for men and women. It's become unnatural, because we're technology and because of our fast-paced life, it's thrown us right out of whack in so many areas that we're scrambling to fit sleep in. And when we go to bed, we're so wound up. You said your mind was busy. We're so wound up from the day and we're thinking about tomorrow and what else, and our phones are right by our beds, a lot of people, and they're hearing ding, 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 and they're answering their phones at 3 a.m. So we're becoming very unnatural with our sleep habits. And what that does is your brain and body has a job to do for you while you're in bed asleep. And if you're not giving it quality sleep, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And if you're not giving it that quality sleep, then your body, when you wake up, that's why you wake up and you feel exhausted and you feel tired and you don't feel motivated because your body wasn't allowed to do its job. So I'm going to give I'm going to work with people on reframing their beliefs around sleep, how their lives are going to be better. They're going to be able to fly higher, go further, be more productive, have more energy, even manage their time better, because now their body is rested and they're ready to take on the day instead of battling their way through, mentally pushing, which is exhausting. You make mistakes. One of the big stats around sleep is people that don't get enough sleep make mistakes. They have accidents, and that's when bad things happen. So, there's a lot of stuff there, and I'm going to go through that too and just point out some of the science around if you don't get enough sleep, here's what's happening to your body, and here's what's going to happen in your life, your relationships, your health, everything. Because I think we need awareness of those things to make the right decision when it comes to our sleep.
I just think it's an amazing thing you're doing. And it's 5 days, and you're talking about less than a couple hours in the whole week to apply these things, and it will change the rest of their lives. The rest of our lives, I should say, because I'm doing the challenge as well. I think that is an amazing gift. And is this for 3 easy payments of $1 million each, or how much is the challenge?
Well, I would accept that very humbly, of course. But in actuality, the challenge is free. So it's 5 days, it's free. And, people might say, well, why are you doing this for free? This is my way of getting to know you, getting to know people who join the challenge. I believe that the way that we grow a business is that we add value to other people's lives. And then if people want to do other work with me because now they know me, they feel like I can work with them on some level in their life or in their business, great. And if they don't, great. I'm not attached to the outcome either way. But this is how I want to grow my business, is by offering things for free that give tremendous value to people's lives. There's no strings attached. And if people then want to do other things with me that might cost money, so be it. But again, there's, that's not a necessity at all.
I just love the way you said it, though, because, it's no strings attached. You are not going to be trying to talk them into anything, because that's not your style. And I appreciate that about you, because, there are some people that that might buy into something right off from someone. But the truth is, most of the time, people want to know who they're working with. They want to know who they're dealing with. And so a challenge is a super sexy way, in my princess opinion, to get to know people and for them to be able to get to know you. And nothing happens after that if they don't want it to. Like, I love that part, is that this is absolutely free. They can go into the challenge. They can get connected with you and connected with all of us, because we'll be in there too. And then they can go on and sleep well and have a great life.
And Kim, I get to do my purpose in this, because my purpose is to help heal the planet one person at a time by giving them the tools to have more inner peace and happiness. And so if one person goes away from this challenge happier, healthier, and more abundant in their thinking and in their feelings, I've lived my purpose. And if I die that day, then I can leave and be very happy with what I did, because it's not about what I get paid for. It's about that I made a difference in the world at some level. And that's all that I want to do now. That's all I'm here to do.
And anyone that's listening will know exactly why I absolutely love you. I think the things that you are doing are absolutely a gift, and what an amazing, attitude that you have towards serving people. You are absolutely the poster child for having a sexy business and a sexy life, because your business changes lives and you live a sexy life. I mean, that's another thing too, is you sleep well. You're not trying to tell someone to do something that you don't know how to do. You are a great example of, you live what you're talking about. And exactly. I love that. I love that. And I appreciate you so much coming on and giving us a little bit of time this morning so that we could get the word out about the challenge. We're out of time. I can't believe it. As always, you and I could talk for hours and hours, I think, and never even slow down. But I appreciate you so much coming on this morning and being, so generous. I think that's the thing about you that I adore, the generosity in your heart and the fact that you share that peace, and you want good things for other people.
Yeah.
And so thank you.
No, thank you for that. I've had a very blessed life, and I'm blessed to have met you, because I love and adore you as well. We're so similar in so many ways, and you've got the biggest heart I've ever come across. So it's a real pleasure to do these interviews and also to stay connected with you.
Thank you so much. And if you want to get in this challenge, I would love it if you would post in the comments how they can get into the challenge. If you have any trouble getting into the challenge, message me, message Michael. I don't mind, getting you in contact, because I think it's a big deal. And I think that if we can learn to rest better, we'll make better decisions. We'll run better businesses. We'll serve better. We'll do so many things better. So if you're having trouble sleeping at all, or if you're like me and you're not really having trouble sleeping, but you want better, I want better. So I will be in the challenge. There's quite a few people I know will be in the challenge, and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on being in this group and, taking this time to change your entire rest of your life by sleeping better.
What I can say, though, if you're okay with it, I can give the URL. I'll just speak it out. It's meditationdojo.com. So dojo is DOJO. meditationdojo.com/sleep better. meditationdojo.com/sleep sleep better is the URL. And I'll put it in the comments as well.
Okay. Well, thank you so much this morning. And if you're listening, please do sign up for the challenge. Please do follow Michael. He is an amazing man on so many levels. Like, he's got so many awesome things that he shares. And I'm appreciative. I'm just a grateful princess this morning is all I can say. So
I will say it starts in just over 24 hours. So it starts your time, US time, 7 p.m. on the 3rd of June, which may sound strange, but that's actually 9 a.m. on the 4th of June here in Australia. So it's actually literally just over 24 hours away in the US, literally. So wow. It's Sunday evening or afternoon, your time, yeah.
Well, we cannot wait until it starts. I'm excited that I didn't realize it was that close, and so that makes me even more excited. So you don't want to delay in signing up. You want to hurry up so that you don't miss out on any of the good stuff.
Well, they can jump in. So I'm going to keep it open until the 3rd day. So that's until Wednesday next week or Tuesday your time, Tuesday evening. So I'm going to keep it open for the first 3 days because people can catch up. They'll have all the stuff there. They can go back and go through. After that, it gets a little bit too much. So it'll be open for another, say, 4 days. They can still join.
Wow. Well, thank you for what you're doing, and thank you all for watching this morning. And please do sign up for the challenge. Let Michael know that you appreciate what he's doing. He's come on here several times and been such a blessing to our followers. So if you are watching, please do thank him and sign up for this challenge. And this is Kim White signing off for the My Sexy Business team. We're here to help you create sexy businesses for sexy lives, including sleeping awesome and being more like Michael Atma. Love you guys.
Bye.